up, everybody? Welcome back. It is The Frequency as usual. I'm your girl, Chris Maria, and I'm joined here with my amazing co-host, not so amazing, but y'all know, your pretty next door neighbor, Q.
Oh yeah, it's me, Q. Everybody knows we don't like Chris, so everybody drop donations at the I Hate Chris fund down below. The link will show below.
Donations, really donations.
Yeah, we're getting you kicked off the show next week.
Well, we're here with our late night guest. It is a little late for us. I don't know when you guys are watching, but it is a little late for us. But we're here with our romance, our lovely sexologist, Amisha, how you been doing? We're so happy to have you back.
I've been good. I think the last time I talked to you guys was back in at the end of September. Mm-hmm. I was supposed to be opening up my store. So I did open up my store October 1st.
Yeah.
I got that done. But in the midst of that, I was offered a job, which to me is my career, because I graduated in 2017 from my EPUI, Jack Wires. That's me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anyways, but I'm still a boiler maker because I got my Purdue degree.
Okay.
Hey, say
not to brag, but
because Hoosiers are
but we're gonna show them on anyway.
It's okay. But yeah, since then, I started my career. So since I started the career and opened up the store at the same time, I haven't been able to be at the store as much. So I really use the store as like a pickup location, because I do offer local pickup, and then for just like my storage, because I can't have my toys to sit in here. But like, to me, like when I have my customers pick up, it's an opportunity for me to get an upsell, because they'll see everything else that's in there and they be like, oh, let me get this or let me get that. So I'm still blessed, regardless if it's a physical store or not. But other than that, I've been doing I still did a few pop-up shops for like some different events. I probably did like 2 or 3 of them. And then I also been working on my photo shoot. So instead of having the manufacturer models, I've been trying to use my own models for my lingerie on my website. So it's still working. Yeah, it's still in progress. But like, that's basically what I'm trying to do, is have my girls, or really anybody who want to support me and they look good and is presentable to be on my website. So I've been working on.
I'm gonna have to come on there and bless you with these stretch marks.
Hey, that's cool. I love natural beauty, but
no, we don't want that. We don't want that.
Hold on, Q. I want to say something. Stretch marks and tiger stripes are 2 different things.
That's
right. I mean,
they the same.
You love both. We love both. We love us men. Us real men love both.
Call me Tony the Tiger.
Like, I got it everywhere. But so yeah, I've been working on that. Other than that, being a mom, that takes a lot more of my time mentally. My daughter is she started basketball recently, so before I say that, during the summer she was training. She was with her dad a lot, training, going to practice and everything. So now she's on the AAU team, and she travels at least. So every weekend is at least 1 game. No, at least 2 games. In the midst of me opening up my store, starting my mentor position, which is a contractor through DCS. So you can say that's my second business, because I created an LLC for it, and it's my business. So
come on, mompreneur, 2 businesses. Let's go. Don't slide past it.
Motivating life changes. So I'm not here to change you, but I'm here to motivate you to change, because I look at potential. I see the potential in people that they possibly don't see in themselves. So what I do is I just motivate people to make that change within their life, regardless of what they want to do. Listen, it's been so much, I just be forgetting. So another thing that I'm doing is it's called a brand camp. So it's basically just business owners just talking about, we have different segments. So like a few of them that I did was, what's the number one thing that business owners should invest in? Just basically just about branding. Other than that, Playhouse is still standing. Marketing and advertisement that's my number one goal for this year is putting money into that, because I feel once you put your money into marketing and advertisement, it's gonna make its money itself. So making money in my sleep now.
And you got a good product that you're selling too. You know, like I work in marketing, and it's a lot harder to sell some of the products that are not as glamorous. But you have a good product that's, you know, that a lot of people look for, that a lot of people need, and so it's a little bit more glamorous to sell.
They definitely need it.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's good. That's good to hear. So yeah, that made me happy. So that you noticed that. But yeah, I definitely try to do things that's different. You know, people will look at a battery toy versus a USB toy. I go for those USBs because
you can take it anywhere.
You can take it anywhere. Sometimes it might die on you, the batteries, and you can just charge it up real quick. So
right.
I try to be very competitive. I would say it's crazy that a lot more people are trying to sell toys now.
Yeah.
But I feel like because I stand my ground, I know who I am. Playhouse is Playhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Playhouse is always gonna be Playhouse. And I'm gonna have to get on y'all podcast in the next couple of months because I got something bigger.
Got some heat
dropping. Always a welcome guest. Always a welcome.
I got
come
something bigger.
Guest host with us.
I'll tell y'all later, but I got
Every time you come on here, you always got something new coming up. So we appreciate
because you know them Aquarian goddesses. They gotta pop their shit. We gotta stand above and beyond.
That's right.
We
Shout out to Aquarian Nation.
Yeah, like we just we that. Like I don't know about
don't give us that negative Aries energy.
Yeah, we don't need that.
We good.
Aries are not negative. Y'all Aquarius are giving me just them that negative energy because y'all just so boisterful with what you guys
You're
do.
right. And deal with it. And what you gonna do?
Deal with it. And that's exactly what I tell people.
The only Aquarian that I have to deal with is my mother.
Ooh,
shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom. How you doing?
I bet she's so bomb too. Very, very loving, very sweet, understanding, empathetic.
These two together all in one time.
Ambitious. She don't take no shit. I know she don't.
She does not. She does not. And while we're talking about that, let's segue from my mother and let's talk about toxic, which she is. I'm just kidding, Mom. I love you. My mother.
You know
what?
Toxic. No, hold on. You gonna stop hating and making jokes about your mama? You gotta do it.
My mama. I know you're gonna listen, Mom. Mom, I love you. You are not toxic, but we will have an episode about all the things that you've done.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. And you know, Amisha, you're our last. You know, you're our last love guest. You know, when we started the segment off, we taught people how to, you know, find love and then and what to do in your singlehood, and then we went from there to healing the hurt and getting the love that you want, and now we're talking about sex and love and toxic and you know intimacy.
Closing it out. So I think everybody's seen on social media how everything was going on with the new Netflix movie Malcolm and Marie. If you've seen that movie or heard about that movie, you know it's just a toxic situation. And we're just going to bring that in and tie that in with what else is going on in social media with Lori Harvey and Future, of course, with Lori Harvey dating Michael B. Jordan and Future just being his toxic self. They say. He did
the same thing to Sierra. I'm so tired of hearing about Future. When is the last time he dropped a song? Why is he still relevant?
Excuse me, he just dropped something earlier this year.
And what's that song called?
Who cares? Nobody understands him.
I enjoy Future's music.
He cool when I'm in the club.
Off the codeine, Future is our so you can have a future.
I don't drink the codeine. I don't drink the Promax.
I like that, but that was a good one.
No, I mean, he does. That's what he's on. He's on that lean. Like Future is on like some type of whatever. Go ahead.
You know what? Our rap. I don't want to say Messiah, but our rap Messiah in our high school years, Lil Wayne, he's on heroin.
But he's a good rapper, though. And I mean, I'm not trying to justify that because he shouldn't.
You are trying to justify him.
No. He shouldn't be on that. No, I am not.
Wow, you're trying to justify it.
I am not.
So
I'm just
if Future was on heroin and he made better music, it would be okay. Is
no.
that what
That's
you're
not
telling
what I'm
me?
saying. What I am
I had
saying,
stopped listening to Wayne
yeah,
years ago.
right.
See,
Like he started just talking. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
After he made that song "How to Love," you know what I'm talking
I think
about.
that was the last time
That was
yeah.
the last thing I think I
How to
heard from him.
Love? Are you
Yeah.
serious? That was
Yeah.
like back in the early 2000s, and
I'm just keeping it real with you.
we're not talking about Wayne right here. We're talking about toxic. You guys are being toxic. That's how Aquarian women are toxic. That's what y'all are.
Nah,
We're going to talk about
I just made a status about this that Aquarians are difficult but easy to understand.
no.
Yes.
Let's
Because
talk
if you
about
just listen, because if a
Let's
person,
talk
because
about toxic.
we're gonna tell you exactly what it is. If a person just listens to an Aquarian on how they want to be treated, how they are, because I don't know about you, Chris, but I tell a person straight up, I'm this, I'm that. You're either gonna deal with it or you're not. So I give you a preview before you deal with the shit. You're not toxic.
I think to bring it in, I think why people think that I think that we have the ability to kind of speak in a futuristic kind of pattern. And so we speak before people are able to catch up to what we are saying. So in their minds, it's not toxic, but it sounds crazy because they haven't caught up to what we are saying. We might be speaking on something that's like 5 years down the road or 3 weeks from now. But we're talking about it because we're reading the room. Like we know how to read a room and read the energy when we come into a room. And so now we start speaking about it and people are like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I can't tell you how many of my friends call me back, Q included, will call me and say, you know, you was right about so-and-so and such and such. And it's like, you didn't get it then, but we like to drop little seeds and plant our little seeds. That's how we move. So we get in the label as toxic or crazy because the things that we speak are kind of sometimes beyond the time of which we're in.
It's deep. This is my first time ever thinking about that, but that's facts.
I think we also need to be careful what we call toxic. I think people just want to come out here and just say, this person's toxic. When you don't understand something, you want to say this is toxic. That doesn't necessarily mean that's toxic. You guys are having disagreement. How you react to that disagreement can be toxic. So I think that is like what my question is for y'all. Like, what do y'all say? Do you think, like, especially Ameisha, because I know you deal a lot with sex and love and romance kind of thing. Do you think that people can have like toxic relationships and toxic sex, or like you can, like if you're having toxic sex, you're having a toxic relationship? But I know there's situationships. I know there's entanglements, like Jada Pinkett and August Alsina. Was that just like toxic sex, or is that toxic relationship? Or what makes people stay in these toxic situations if it's so consumed by toxicity?
I mean, it's tying back to the low self-esteem issue, but they feel like they can't get any better, or that person filled them with so much negativity that they feel like nobody else is gonna love them. So because I dealt and had time within this person, let me just stay. And let's go to sex. You got sex where it's like two people are dealing with each other, but knowing damn well it ain't right. Like, but they're in it because the sex is good. That's toxic. Because say a woman she wants more, but because his sex is so good, it's like, dang, I can't let him go. But you got Johnny over here that's like, I want you. I can do this and I can do that for you. And not saying that love
his sex is mediocre.
You said what?
But his sex is mediocre.
Basically, it's not comparing to what a real man can do for me, but because I'm so attached,
right?
So with my soul, and because we've been having sex, I'm attached to this. So that's, to me, toxic. Like, if you know y'all not supposed to be together, but you choose to still stay in a situation, that is toxic, and that is engaging in toxic activities.
Irresponsible. That's what you were going for. Irresponsible.
It's very irresponsible.
Look out for yourself, Johnny. Look out for yourself, Johnny.
Q, I think you need to just zip it over there on that side and just keep yourself. I think you need to just keep yourself a little bit quiet. I want to ask you a question. I thought it was interesting that you separated sex and entanglement.
Entanglement is more of, I'm dealing with somebody, but I'm also dealing with a toxic person that I can't let go.
Right.
Sex is where your friends with benefits, and you know you're not supposed to be having sex, but you guys continue to do it. That's toxic. So sex is friends with benefits. Entanglement is an attachment to somebody that you just don't have no type of future with. And relationship is somebody that you're just dealing with that you just can't get out of because you just so attached or you just have low self-esteem.
Well, I've been in some rooms, and then I'm gonna let Q answer, because you know what, I'm interested into the male's perspective on this, and I'm sure a lot of other women are.
Very.
But I have been in some rooms, and people say, "Oh, you know, sex doesn't bring emotional attachment as
That's
much
a
as
lot.
people." But that's what I'm saying. Do men really feel like that? Because I don't want to be too vulgar on here, but do men really feel like that? Because men are kind of the ones that are not being, okay, I don't want to be too vulgar, so I'm just keep it like this. Do men feel like that? You know?
Do men feel something after having sex with a woman?
Yes. Do y'all get all entangled?
Do we get entangled? I would say
they can.
we can definitely. I think we
But what's the
can.
likelihood, though? It's not likely, right? If you're just like let's be
It
frank.
depends. It depends. It depends. It depends on how the woman comes at you. If I know for a fact that you coming at me and it's just for you to have a good time and just have fun, then that's how I'm going to continue to proceed with the relationship or whatever situation that we got going on. Because if we just having fun, I'm not going to put no emotion into it. I'm not going to put any stock behind it because I know that you're going to hit me up whenever you just want to get down. So that's how far I'll take it with you. Now, her face is something else. Now on that there's been another side where I've been on the other side of this situation where it was just a we just having fun, but then I started develop feelings for the woman, but she was just like, nah, like I'm good at just where you at. And that comes with the territory. But if I will want now, if she oh no, I'm sorry, if she would come around and I will make myself available when she comes around, that's
Right.
me being irresponsible, and that's me going back to a toxic situation, knowing situation or entanglement that I know that I don't need to be in. Not saying that anything's physical, any physical verbal abuse come out of it, but I know that with us having sex, the emotions that I have for this woman are going to be high. And I know that I'm going to want more out of this woman than what she can give me. I'm only hurting myself in the end. And so
especially if she's a bomb ass woman.
Especially if she a bomb ass woman. And I had to look, at that time, I had to look at myself. I had to look at myself at that moment and realize, okay, I can't make myself always available for this woman whenever she comes around. And that's a hard thing for someone to realize too, especially if you're searching for that companionship that we all want as human beings, So that's one way that I see the situation. I think men and women can be both manipulative in being toxic. We can all get what we want out of a situation. A man can definitely get what he wants out of a situation. I don't know what my most toxic thing that I've done personally. I would say the most toxic thing that I've done is probably ghosting or haven't taken it serious with the woman. Not even saying that we might have not even had sex or anything like that, but just still, okay, if I get turned off, then I'm just done with the situation. You know what I mean? That's probably my most toxic trait that I've been told about me. So if you can come up with numerous negative things about the situation or about the relationship that you know is wrong, then you need to get out of that. And if there's certain things that
Quick.
that there's certain things that your man or your woman can do that they can change to help better the relationship or help better themselves. There's certain things that you know or qualities that you know that, okay, I can deal with this, or these are certain things that he can change or she can change to help strengthen our relationship. But once you realize there's certain things that you know that are not right and you still stay,
You're toxic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Like, let's
toxic.
call a spade a spade. I think
Yeah,
that's what
you're
you were
toxic.
trying to say about that Zendaya movie, is that
Hmm.
that's what it shows you. I think the premise of that movie, I haven't seen it yet, but just based off of what you guys were telling me earlier, I think the point of that movie is to mirror you. It's law of attraction. You attract what you really are on the inside. And so if you're somebody that's like trying to figure, I mean, I'm not saying all the time, because sometimes you can just get yourself into things that you shouldn't be in, right? But if you're going from relationship to relationship and you're still attracting these same type of guys, it is because something in you is putting off that energy.
that's facts.
This love doctor talk about colors of love, right? Everybody has a color of love, and purple people attract purple people, and that doesn't mean like skin color. That just means their color of love, right? So purple people will attract purple people, or people who are looking for a purple type of love, and green people will attract whatever type of love they're looking for, whether it's yellow. But if you go outside with this mask on your face and say you're really a purple love, and you go out with a red mask on and say I'm going to pretend like I'm a red mask, which is, I got this guard up, I don't need anybody, then you're going to attract the guy that kind of likes that. But deep down inside, you need somebody who really likes a purple type of love. So I think that's what the importance is. The
Yeah.
importance is to make sure that you are who you say you are, and I think that's what it is with toxic relationships. When you get into a relationship with friends with benefits, the first thing you say to somebody that you're getting ready to have friends, you're friends with, and you're getting ready to have benefits with, oh, it ain't nothing, we just gonna kick it, we just
Boy,
kicking it, we hanging out, and then all of a sudden
be
you
the first
start.
one going crazy.
Exactly. You're the first one going crazy, because that is not what you needed. You portrayed yourself as this certain type of person, but you're not really that person. You're a person that operates on a different kind of love color. And so you have to
Or
be honest
frequency.
about, or frequency or energy. You have to be honest about who you are. And I think, we talked about
That's
this in our
real.
last episode, is you have to know yourself, love yourself, so you can attract what you want. I hate when I hear so many females talk about, well, why I keep getting bad dude after bad dude? And it's like, if you feel that way, you might want to check what energy you're putting off, because
Yeah.
something in you is attracting that bad dude after bad dude, or that cheater after cheater. And it don't mean that you a cheater deep down inside, but they finding some insecurity in you that they like, that they say, I know I can cheat. And Q, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's
Dudes
real.
know if they can play you or not. Am I right or wrong?
Girl, you real. Forget young. You real.
Some of your friends is some of your
All
friends,
right, all
boy.
right, all right,
I
all
ain't gonna-
right,
Hey,
all
hey,
right.
hey, hey.
I can say women and men play their manipulative ways. I had situations where I was in a toxic situation,
Were
but
you being
because,
toxic?
huh?
Were you the toxic person?
Are you are you the toxic you want to
Let
say?
Are
me get to
you
that.
the toxic? Look, we're back on the
I
frequency.
was dealing with a person, was, is, did, whatever, and
Is means present tense.
did.
Okay.
And it was like I said, we both were toxic because we knew it wasn't really, we didn't know where it was going. But
Mm.
because I felt like he was lacking something, but I still liked him. But it was a Johnny over here that's like, I want you, I need you, I want to fuck with you. You it? It's like I played with Johnny's heart
Mm.
until I felt like dude was done. But because dude kept on manipulating me, thinking that we was gonna be something, I ended up ghosting on dude. And now I'm stuck in a toxic situation where it's like, damn, like I messed up. But for me, I may just be a different person. I'll be questioning myself on why I'm like this. But like, to me, it's like I look at it and I learn from it, and I'm gonna just go to the next one. Like I'm gonna still leave him ghost, but
You get
I
your
just
Lori
learn.
Harvey on.
You said what?
You gonna get your Lori Harvey on?
Pretty much, yeah. Because like I don't think that's toxic. I feel like as a woman, even if I mean,
How come when a man ghosts, how come when a man ghosts a woman, like a woman wants to like some type of like not conversation, but like some type of closure.
Closure.
But when a woman goes as a dude, it's kind of like, nigga, get over it.
Well,
Because
do
y'all don't look
men
for closure.
do men want closure?
Right. Y'all don't look
Like,
for
what are you
closure.
trying
So
to
we
I
don't
mean,
know
it
say?
y'all
don't matter to
situation.
me. It don't matter to me. But I mean, maybe there's a Johnny out there that been like, damn, was I enough? Like, I know women probably go through that, but men probably do the same thing. Like, was I enough? Like, what was I lacking that you seen in the other
No,
guy? You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think that. I feel
Uh-huh. Chris,
I
have you
feel
ever done
like
that?
I feel
Now
you.
you know I didn't ghosted people. Don't do that.
He
Don't
I'm
said
do
just,
what?
that.
What did he say?
I'm just
He's talking about have I ever done that? He knows good and plenty. I didn't ghost several people. Some of them might be his friends. He know that.
I feel like as we get older though, we just realize the toxic traits because when we're in it, we don't understand it. But like as you get older and deal with it, it's like, oh, that was toxic. But it's like, are you gonna do it again? Is the question. And like,
mm-hmm.
sometimes we do it again. But it's like I said, it's everybody has their different way of being toxic because, like I said, you can be dealing with a toxic person, but because you don't know where that's going, you can end up being toxic yourself by leading somebody else on, and it don't even be like that. So I'm not justifying that it's okay for women to do that because it's not. But men don't look for the closure like women do because men are natural hunters. So I feel like for men, it's like, oh shit, whatever. I'll go to the next one.
And it's perceived like it's the same thing that you was asking us earlier about the Lori Harvey, the Future, and the Michael B. Jordan thing. It is the same thing. So when she did that, it was, I think I saw Lil Boosie like calling her like, why we praising the woman? You know, she need to stop slutting herself. Whatever he was saying about
She's
her,
not
and
settling.
and that's what it is. But we get shamed. I mean, not to make this a whole battle of the sexes type of thing. We get
It is.
shamed for moving on so quickly or not letting our hearts be hardened because one apple, we got one bad apple out of the bunch. And I think that that's the importance of it. I think that we have to start realizing, and not just as women, but as men too. And I think we have to start realizing that just because you get one bad apple does not mean that you should just drop all your relationships and just never date again.
Yeah.
Now, if you need to take some time for yourself to heal yourself, then that's fine. Because what you don't need to do, because what is toxic is you bringing that stuff from your past relationship into this new relationship and making Johnny pay for what Bobby did. I want you to
And my name ain't motherfucking Bobby. Motherfucker, shit.
I hate the word, oh, you need to love yourself because I'm moving on. Bitch, what you mean? I love myself enough to move on and not settle with that nigga. What you mean? I'm out. Bye. Go to the next one. And if he don't act right, I go to the next one. Like, what we have to realize is that we're in a different century that we're going to date. We're going to have sex. It's happening. Like, it is what it is. But, like, we don't have to settle. Everybody is different. And I mean, I'm really speaking it to tell myself this, but like, you don't have to settle for nothing. Like, you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. If just like I don't understand how men are so quick to call a woman a hoe because she quickly moved on. But it's like, are you saying she's a hoe because you think she has sex with this person? That's the only thing.
I mean,
Like,
shit. I call all my friends whores. They know right now. All of you is whores right now.
I'm talking
Even the
about the
ones
men that say it out of being hurt.
they
It's the
some
difference
hoes.
between joking, they're saying, she a hoe, man. She's dealing with that dude. But little do people know, dude over there is really killing this dude. And really, this dude is really feeling some type of way because he called her a bitch. How you gonna call her a bitch because she moved on to something bigger and better?
Right.
Are you feeling some type of way about yourself? Because I feel like if a person that knows that, I mean, it may be a pride thing, but I feel like a man that knows that his ex went on and moved on to something bigger and better, if he was really for her, congratulate her.
She didn't.
Congratulate her and learn from what you failed in and lacked in and go to the next. It's over. It's done.
I think that's the point, and I want to interject here on something you just said.
I wanted to interject too.
All right, 1 second, Q. Let me just say this, and maybe it will ease your interjection. I think think the important part that you said though is it's not necessarily if he was really for her, congratulate her. But I think as human beings, we have to, and I think I said this on a previous episode, we have to stop being so entitled to people. Like, that's the thing. It is your ego projecting out, don't want to congratulate her. Y'all weren't for each other. Be happy that she landed on her feet. Be happy that you're gonna land on your feet too and be with who you need to be with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So be happy about that. And I think we as human beings, we don't do that. Instead, we then get mad because she up one. It's not upping one. It's not upping one. It's I found somebody who was for me. I found somebody who was for me. We were doing each other a disservice by being together. We weren't for each other. That's not what if you whatever you believe in God, you believe in the Most High, the universe. That's not what had a line for you. Right. You're not for me. We're not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not for each other. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it has to be. It's not even like, and I think that's just reaching a certain kind of consciousness in your brain and a certain hierarchy, a certain maturity level to say that we weren't for each other. I'm happy she moved on and landed on her feet. I'm happy he moved on and landed on his feet, but we weren't for each other, and I'm good with that.
I ain't that mature yet. If I put in work and you go, fuck you and her and fuck that relationship.
There's the truth right there. There's the truth. They do not want to see us happy out here.
No, it ain't that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right, boom. Q, you said that. Let me have a rebuttal to that. So my thing is going back to don't interrupt.
It's the alcohol tonight, y'all.
No, seriously. Don't interrupt the woman's peace when she does so much to make sure that you're happy, satisfied, you're this.
Sure.
And then it's like, oh, thank you for your services. Now I'm about to go, what? Now I'm ready to fight you because I need all that back.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's a bittersweet situation because to me, I had to think bigger. So it's like, if I do this for somebody, for a guy, if I put in all this energy, put in all this work, it's like, maybe this was done for a reason. So he got his blessing. I'm going to get blessed even better. And that's how I had to look at it as like, quit dwelling on it because little do you know, and I actually saw this with my own eyes. Little do you know, she's going through the same shit, but sometimes worse than what you went through. And sometimes that guy may not be able to handle that pressure and he goes to the next one.
You have to believe that at the end of the day, all things are working together for your good. You have to believe that because that's for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's not for it. Yeah. It's not for you. You don't want to be with somebody that, you know, and I'm gonna be real with you, Q. This is just me being straight up honest, and I know Amisha's gonna feel this when I say this. No woman wants to build a man for another woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, because y'all want to make sure y'all take the claim on that.
No,
some women do. Some women do.
It's the work that we put in.
It's the work.
You want your return on your investment,
right?
Yeah. Just like I would expect a man to do the same thing. Like in my mind, I feel like if I get with a person,
I'm just being toxic right there. My bad. I was just being toxic right there. My bad. I'm just playing.
Yeah, you were. I feel like my partner has to fulfill and where I lack in. And that's what I'm gonna do vice versa with my man. Like whatever I'm strong in, I'm gonna make sure that you're stronger in because I can help you with that. Vice versa. Whatever I lack in, I need you to help me with that. Don't sit here and take my help and go take it to the next female. No, because now I'm about to beat you and her ass.
Boy.
What's up?
That's toxic for me.
But I was just playing. But mentally, that's how I think. But emotionally and logically, let it go. But like you said, like women, we take that and we run with the we put in time. We sometimes lose ourselves. Like we put so much time and patience into a man to help him find himself, to help him find his ground, for him to basically thank you for your services. Now I'm about to go get my wife. Like, what you mean? And the wife is the same type of person that you are.
toxic can go so many different ways. I think the importance is just like I said, and it is. It's. I told y'all before. It's like that Bob Marley quote that said, "It's coward of a man to awaken a woman's heart and to do nothing with it." It's so cowardice, and I'm just so curious. I was in a couple of rooms the other day, and I was so curious on. It was like, why don't men want to commit, to one woman or whatever? And one of the things
Did
it
it say
was
men or did it say black men?
it's I can't remember. Black men, one of them. I can't remember.
Let's
I
say
Child.
think
black
it.
men because
I think it was black men.
I
It
don't
was a
hear
lot of black
nobody
people
but
in the
white men.
room. Right. It was a lot of people in the room. And I think that what's the problem is these men, they go and they date these women knowing that these women want to get married, and like Amisha says, women don't do nothing but sit there and they like dangle a carrot, like, oh, we can get married when I get X, Y, and Z, we can get married when I do this, we can get
When I
married. They
get my
keep
shit
dangling,
together.
yeah, when I just need to get this stuff together, and you try to give them space as a man to do these things. But we as women and as people, we need to start saying, okay, I'm not giving you that much space, because some things we can do together.
Yeah, boy, boo, we broke together. We could get some
Right,
money
we
together.
broke together. Which is
Yeah, we broke, and I don't care what nobody say. Like, I don't want to say we broke, but like two is
income's better than one. Right.
Yeah, like.
Right.
But what I was gonna say was, I feel like a lot of people are getting with people based off of what they can do for each other, based off of versus love. I still believe in love. Like, regardless of what anybody say, love is what's gonna stand the foundation. Because I could be broke. A guy can give me right now and say, "Oh, she got this, she got that." I can lose all this the next day. And he can leave me because I got with her because of this. But like, people don't believe in love no more.
Mm-mm.
Like, at all.
I'm gonna second that real quick, and then I'm gonna segue us onto the last topic. But I think it's more so people don't believe in love. You're right, and I think also people don't take the time to really be with who they need to be with, and really take the time to know themselves and be with who they need to be with. They just, oh, well, I think I love her. They think they love people. They think they do. And then they just get. People have to realize that they need to be in alignment. Like, they need to be equally yoked. They need to be in alignment in order to be and stand the test of time with these relationships, because your love is going to weather the storm. It's going to come in and out. Like, one day you might really, really love him. I just love him so much. And then the next day you don't really like him that much.
Yeah.
It is, it is what it is. So you have to be in alignment and know that this is the person that you're supposed to be with. The man needs to know, this is my rib. This is who I need to be with. And I think if we start looking at situations like that, I'm sorry, I'm not
say that.
I'm not trying to preach. I'm sorry,
There you go. Be my rib, girl. Be my rib.
Forget Tatiana over there.
Right. And stop being with Tatiana. But you're doing that because something in you is not ready to commit yet. So you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Period. I feel like men nowadays, they only bring their chair to the table.
Excuse me.
Your chair and your fork.
Excuse me.
They didn't even bring a chair. They just coming in and talking about, I'm hungry. I'm ordering.
They just bring a fork.
Disrespectful. I know plenty of men that bring a lot to the table.
You're right. I know that too. But I'm gonna say something, and then I'm gonna be done with my part. I need a real man. So listeners, if you're out there, Playhouse boutiques need a real man. At the end of the day, don't bring no sex. And men think that sex is what's gonna bring a woman's attention.
Right.
But a real woman, if you're not fucking her mind, her soul, her spirit, all that, you dead, bro. It's out.
And you can't just do that with just sex. You have to have intimacy, which is the next topic I wanted to talk about really quickly, was sex versus intimacy, because you have to have intimacy, right? You have to be willing to be intimate with somebody. And so do y'all think that there is a difference than that? Do you think that that's something people do on accident with just anybody, or do you think that's an intentional act?
I intentionally be intimate with everybody. I don't care. I want to know your mind. I need to know what your cranium is thinking right now. I need to know.
Oh my gosh.
That's just it. Like, I feel like that it's natural to intentionally have sex with someone's mind. You need to know where someone's mind is at before you think anything else. Right? You can think physical, but like mine ain't right, then it's gonna be toxic. It's gonna be dead.
Right.
It ain't gonna be nothing. So I feel like people can. It depends on how deep somebody is. Somebody can intentionally be intimate with a person by getting to know them deep down, like in their heart, in their mind, their soul, versus I want to know how this person feel in bed. I feel like intimacy go deeper than just sex.
Right.
And that could be the unintentional part of being intimate with somebody. And I feel like men are scared of that too. Because I know how y'all can feel it in y'all heart, but y'all so scared to allow it to happen that y'all be like, nah, I'm cool.
I mean, you ain't saying
but
that. You just saying,
because I know it happened to me before, so I know for a fact that's exactly what y'all mean.
Wait, what's the question now? What's the question now?
Say you go kick it with a woman, you like her, you feeling her, she bomb, she tight, but you go over her house because in your mind all you want to do is have sex. You're not worried about a relationship. So she's like, she don't know what your intentions are, but like deep down she's like, I'm tired of dealing with all these different type of men. The next guy that comes into my life, I need to know him mentally and spiritually. So women are going to do that with the guy, try to get deep into their hearts, but then it's like the guy gets like, damn, she's trying to get too deep. I'm scared to even allow myself to be vulnerable with this woman,
right?
For her to really get deep into me. So I'm like, I'm cool. They get scared and they bounce, and they end up messing up the best thing that could ever happen in their life.
That's true. I admit that.
That's facts. It ain't true.
Hey, that's not. I mean, I say for men, we are our feelings can definitely be hurt. They can definitely be hurt.
Quick.
Do you think they get hurt because y'all love last? I don't think it's that you guys love harder. I think you guys love last. And so you guys are the last ones that are coming into the love. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a man. I really don't know. It's just what I've heard.
I think it takes time for us to build up that love, or up to saying that love word for a woman. I think that we can really be liking a woman. Like, one thing for me is just comfortability. Like, I just got to be real comfortable with you and show some vulnerability to you. If I can do that, and you will know when I'm showing that. When you see that from me, yeah, I mean, when you feel that from me, you can tell, like, okay, this is who he is, like in his core. Like, if you know, I'm not trying to get too deep tonight, but
we already got deep.
Yeah, we did, but
might as well get deeper.
Man, it's a different feeling, man. Like, when just going from past experiences, like, there's been women that I loved and, that I had got love for. And there's a difference, when you get to that level where a woman wants to really get to know you, they know how your mind ticks, and like understand that, you need certain things, or this is how you operate in certain things, and she can stick out with that. And I think a lot of men just want that comfortability of that, like, you about to ride, you about to sit here and ride, and we about to go through this together. And
That is a toxic conversation.
How is that toxic?
That's exactly what Little Boosie was implying. Women want, okay, y'all know Fabulous and his girl, right? Y'all want women to ride through some of the stuff.
I'm not talking about that. I never said anything about cheating and staying with.
You basically want a woman to ride with you until you feel comfortable to be vulnerable with you.
Just ride with me. But I'm not going anywhere outside of what relationship that we got built. Like, that's the difference. I'm not going to go outside our relationship or have to see somebody else. You know what I mean? Or seek another woman or whatnot. I'm not going to do none of that. But I'm just saying, like, stick it out with me, like, because with women, like, y'all can have one bad day go wrong in the relationship with y'all, and y'all could be mad for 3-4 days about it, and because of the irritation,
they gonna cut you off.
Damn near like you take us off your favorites. and everything. Like everything, it's like damn, bro. Like everything that we have built up to that point, it feels like sometimes it feels like from a man's perspective, looking and feeling it. Everything that we done up to that point is just taken away. Like you lost 3 lives in the video game. Now you gotta start the whole game over, and you already got the level 27, and you ready to get to level 30 with her. But then it's like, damn, now you got to put in more work just to get back to that level again.
Well, you shouldn't be messing up.
Everything
but
that
sometimes,
easy
but
is
sometimes,
not worth having. It's gonna take time, regardless
but
of a woman or a man.
But sometimes it can't. But sometimes it don't even have to be somebody messing up. Now, if you messed up legitly, yeah, you messed up. But sometimes it can just be something like a disagreement, or you may have not said something. You may not have liked the way that he's. It's not that the way. It's not what he said. Is the how he said it and the way you took it as. And then you sitting there like, I'm not about to give him the satisfaction that I'm not upset because I am actually upset. And then it's like 3 days worth of I'm not about to talk to you. Like, we don't want to.
I think that also comes around.
That's toxic to me.
It is toxic. No, it is. It is. And I think
and women do that though.
And you're right. But I think that also comes back around to knowing who you are and being okay to be vulnerable, because if once you hit a certain level of vulnerability with somebody, like if I'm mad at Sam, like Sam pretty much knows because my energy changed. I'm not a good person to make mad because I'm changing the whole energy in the house, you know, like it is what it is. Right. But he knows, right? And I'm not gonna, if he starts trying to talk to me, it depends. One day he did piss me off so bad where I was like ignoring him, and I try really hard not to ignore nobody. But I would also have the conversation. If he was like, let me talk to you, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk. I'm like, well, this is the problem that I had. I'm just going to walk around pissed off until I feel like you're ready to talk about it. Because I was ready to talk about it the second I got ticked off.
Chris is trying to act like she's just this kumbaya motherfucker. Oh, no, you're not. Stop it.
We say all that about toxic relationships. We say, what gems would you guys want to leave people with? Give us a 30-second gem, Amisha, that you want to leave somebody with who's maybe battling a toxic relationship and trying to get out of one, or who is not recognizing that they're in one.
Don't let Brandon mess you up again, yo, Johnny.
Okay.
If Johnny is showing you who he is and Brandon is showing you potential, go with Johnny, because you're going to be pulling teeth with Brandon and he might end up with another female, versus Johnny know who and what he wants and he know who he is as a man. Boom, that's me.
I'm gonna say really quickly, know who you are. Like I said about the colors of love, know your color, know what you want to attract, be who you want to attract. Like, and that means be who you authentically are. Know yourself, love yourself first, always. We've been saying that the whole month. Love yourself for sure, and be who you are, and stop dating potential. Stop dating potential. And that's not potential that's actually moving, because it's okay to date somebody that's ambitious and actually working on those ambitions. That's just, he's sitting there and you just see all this potential in him. He could be great. Stop doing that.
Or her.
Stop intentionally dating.
Stop potentially dating. And intentionally date. Get that together. Stop potentially dating and intentionally date. Go ahead.
To Amisha's comment, Brandon's keep doing your things. Johnny, move on. Okay, Johnny's move on out there. We'll start a club later on, but it's okay to be imperfect. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't criticize somebody else. That's it. Fix your shit before you fix somebody else.
That's right. Right. Well, Amisha, it's always a pleasure to have you on here, girl. We got to have you back. You know, everybody go check out Playhouse Boutique. It's doing some amazing things. You can check it out online, drop by the store, whatever you need to do. Amisha, thank you, girl. We got to have you back on. Y'all know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe. And we're out.
Oh, yeah.